A professor demanded to learn Zen from a master. The master served tea and kept pouring. The cup overflowed. The professor shouted, "Stop! It's full!" The master's reply changed everything. Many years ago, a renowned university professor, celebrated for his knowledge and intellect, decided to visit a famous Zen master. The professor had studied philosophy extensively. He had read countless texts, debated with scholars, accumulated degrees and honors. His mind was filled with theories, concepts, and sophisticated understanding of spiritual matters. But something was missing. Despite all his knowledge, he felt no peace. Despite all his learning, he had not found wisdom. So he journeyed to a remote mountain temple where a Zen master lived in simplicity. When the professor arrived, the Zen master greeted him with a simple bow and invited him to sit. Without hesitation, the professor began to speak. He talked about his understanding of Buddhism, his theories about enlightenment, his interpretations of ancient texts, his questions about the nature of reality. He spoke of what he had read, what he believed, what he thought Zen should be. The master listened in silence, neither agreeing nor disagreeing. After some time, he simply said, "Would you like some tea?" The professor, briefly pausing his discourse, agreed. The master began to pour tea into the professor's cup. He poured slowly, carefully, with complete attention. The tea filled the cup to the brim, but the master did not stop. He continued pouring. Tea spilled over the edge, onto the saucer, then onto the table, creating a growing puddle. The professor watched with growing alarm. Finally, he could contain himself no longer. "Stop!" he exclaimed. "The cup is full. Can't you see? No more will go in. It's overflowing." The master set down the teapot and looked at the professor with gentle eyes. "Exactly," he said quietly. "Like this cup, you are full of your own opinions and speculations. Your mind is overflowing with ideas, theories, beliefs, and preconceptions about what Zen is and what it should be. How can I show you Zen unless you first empty your cup?" This simple teaching reveals something profound about how we learn, grow, and discover truth. When our minds are already full of what we think we know, full of our firmly held beliefs, full of our expectations about how things should be, there is no room for new understanding to enter. We cannot receive wisdom if we believe we already possess it. This is why beginners often learn faster than experts. The beginner comes with empty hands, ready to receive. The expert comes with full hands, unable to hold anything new. The paradox is this: the more certain we are that we know, the less we are able to truly learn. True wisdom begins with emptiness, with "I don't know," with the willingness to let go of what we think we understand so we can discover what is actually true. We all have moments when we are the professor, when we enter conversations already knowing what the other person will say, when we listen only to respond, not to understand, when we resist new perspectives because they challenge what we've already decided is true. Perhaps you've had the experience of reading something at different stages of your life. The words were the same, but you heard them differently because you had emptied your cup since the last time you read them. The teaching asks us, what are you so sure about that you stopped questioning? What beliefs are you holding so tightly that no new light can get in? Where in your life are you the full cup, unable to receive because you're convinced you already know? There is a famous Zen saying, in the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities. In the expert's mind, there are few. The invitation is not to abandon what you know, but to hold it lightly, to remain curious, to stay open, to approach each moment, each teaching, each person with the freshness of a beginner. Empty your cup, not once, but again and again, because wisdom isn't something we possess, it's something we remain open to receive. If this teaching resonated with you, I share wisdom stories like this every week. Subscribe for ancient teachings that challenge how you think and invite you to see with fresh eyes. What are you so certain about that you've stopped questioning? Leave a thought in the comments. Wisdom begins with emptiness.